Hello and welcome back. Today, we're going to spend some time exploring Visio Divina. Now, this is a similar process to Lectio Divina, which is about reading scripture or reading any kind of readings that speak to us in a sacred way, except Visio Divina, we use an image to do that. It doesn't have to be something that is religious by nature or is a picture or a painting or a piece of art about something religious. It can be about anything that you feel pulled to, you feel some energy with, you feel confused by, you want to explore, there's something about it. And today I've chosen something that does all of that for me. It is actually something that was created for the Advent season and Christmas season. It's called the Nativity, but I can't get it out of my head. It is just so beautiful and amazing. And I thought, what a great opportunity to use this piece of art in that way. So Visio Divina is a form of divine seeing in which we prayerfully invite God to speak to our hearts as we look at an image. In a little while, you will look at this image, and as you gaze at the image, I'll offer some questions for you to use as a part of silent reflection while you gaze upon the piece of art. Some of the questions I ask may speak to you, and others you're very welcome to ignore if they don't speak to you. During this time, you may want to write down your answers or journal about the experience, or try to recreate the picture yourself if you're feeling adventurous or artistically inclined or feel pulled to that. And then at the end of our time, the end of our Visio Divina, I will invite you to share a word or a phrase to express your experience of this image, this time spent prayerfully inviting God into our heart as we look at the image. I'll invite you to put that in the chat if you would like to, although please don't feel like you must. It's certainly not a requirement. So the painting I have for you today is called Nativity. It was created in December of 2021 by the artist Lane as an art commission. So before we begin, I'd invite you to close your eyes and to breathe. Clear your mind if you're able, and silently or out loud, ask God to enter into this time of prayer with you. Ask God to speak to you through this image we're about to see. And in a moment, I'll invite you to open your eyes and look at this image. When you open your eyes, I invite you to pause and focus on the part of the image that you're first drawn to, and to just gaze upon that part of the image for a few moments. Okay, open your eyes and focus on that part of the image that you're first drawn to. Just gaze upon it for a moment or two. Now close your eyes, and with your eyes closed, continue to see that part of the image in your mind's eye. Now open your eyes and look at the whole image. Gaze upon the entire picture. I invite you to simply be present to this image and allow it to speak to your heart without any particular agenda or any judgment. Many things will bubble up within you, and whatever bubbles up, whatever comes forward from within you is what's meant to happen. There is certainly no right or wrong. Everything that comes up is what is meant to. This image might speak to you in words or wordlessly. Notice if any particular element of the artwork draws your attention. Feel free at any point to pause this video if you want to spend more time gazing at the image before moving on. How does this image make you feel in your body? Does this image bring up any particular emotions? What is coming forth from me or bubbling up within me as I look at this image? Is there a word or an emotion or an idea that is bubbling up within you that is coming to mind? You may want to write that down or simply let it continue. Consider, is God speaking to me in this image in some way? Perhaps take a moment and pray to God, asking for sight beyond the seeing and allowing the image to speak its truth, to speak God's truth to you. How does this image relate to your relationship with God? Is it something that helps you feel closer to God, or perhaps alienated more? Does this image inform your relationship with God? Does it illuminate your relationship with God? Does this image speak to your spiritual journey right now? Are there new or continued words or emotions, feelings, ideas that are bubbling up as you continue to look upon this? Are there any questions that arise? Is there a part of this image that you can't seem to hold your gaze upon? Is there an area you're avoiding? Or is there a new area that's drawing your attention that's different from that first area when you first opened your eyes? Does this image help you feel more whole, more joyful? Does the image make you feel a little more broken, a little sad, or angry, or listless, uncertain? Does it fill you with peace or hope? Can you feel the love within this picture? Or does it feel inaccessible to you? These are our last moments with this image, although you're of course very welcome to pause the video to continue to look if you need more time, or come back to it another time. So take these few last moments, listen to all that's bubbling up within you, feel your body and your breath. Sometimes it's hard to hear God amongst the busyness or the routine or the excitement. Sometimes we need to take a little bit of time away from the ordinary or from the pressure of busyness and the need for stimulation to see, to hear, to feel, to know God in a different way. All spiritual practices are our daily pilgrimage, or if not daily, whenever, a pilgrimage into silence, into stillness, time with the Spirit, to feel Jesus in, near, through us, to know God is with us. I thank you so much for taking this time today to join me in exploring such an incredible piece of art. May you hear God through beauty like this, through the everyday, within all of our struggles.